A top FBI official says that the agency may have missed the chance to stop the suspected school shooter in Parkland, Florida. Ahead of a key hearing on Capitol Hill, Florida U.S. Senator Marco Rubio tells Alana Austin from our Washington bureau he still has a lot of questions for law enforcement.
The FBI could have and should have done more to investigate the information it was provided prior to the shooting.
At a Senate Judiciary Committee oversight hearing Wednesday, the FBI admits it made a big mistake. Tips to the FBI and 40 calls to local law enforcement did not stop suspected gunman Nikolas Cruz from killing 17 and injuring dozens of others last month at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. During questioning Wednesday, the FBI said as of today, no employees have been fired over the apparent breakdown. But improvements are being made to the system for accepting tips. While the agency accepted responsibility for its part, Republican Senator Marco Rubio says the blame goes around, and the system failed at the local and state levels, too.
We have to look at two things: who didn't do their job, and what do we need to change in the law to make sure that someone like this is never again in a position to kill people.
While many Republicans focusing on law enforcement, Democrats like Florida Senator Bill Nelson turned their attention to gun control at the hearing.
When you go through what we've gone through, you realize there's a difference between an assault rifle and a handgun.
The Broward County Sheriff declined to send a representative to this hearing, according to committee chairman Chuck Grassley, who said he was disappointed by the lack of input from the sheriff. Reporting in Washington, I'm Alana Austin.
And this afternoon, Nikolas Cruz was formally arraigned on charges of first-degree murder for the 17 people who were killed and attempted murder for the 17 people injured in the shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School in February. Cruz's attorneys said he would plead guilty if the death penalty was not pursued. The only other option for Cruz would be life in prison with no possibility of parole. The Eagle has landed, or in this case, the apparent future quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. We've got details on Kirk Cousins' visit to Minnesota later in sports. Up next, too busy during the week to work out? No problem. There's plenty of time during the weekend.